Welcome to this short demo video about our space repetition retrieval application, Spark. Spark is designed to reinforce memory within well-designed curriculums. If we think of a curriculum as narrative, with each academic subject telling its story about the world we live in, we end up with a structure that looks something like this. In this model, the different geometric shapes represent each academic subject. The vertical strands represent a pupil's journey through each subject, sometimes experiencing larger or smaller units of work. Between these units of work, there will inevitably be time when the subject narrative is on pause, whilst other subjects or strands within the same subject are studied. Once a new unit begins, we ideally want children to bring their previous learning with them, or retain their previous learning whilst we develop understanding in another strand of the subject. For example, they may have recently studied fractions, and we want them to retain that knowledge whilst we focus on geometry. And this is where Spark comes in. Space retrieval practice has been proven to improve pupils' retention of key facts, enabling them to more easily engage in subsequent learning because they have the information right at their fingertips. This automaticity of recall is created by regular space retrieval practice, ensuring that knowledge is stored in their long-term memory and pathways to the knowledge are maintained. However, when do you repeat these space retrieval tasks? Different children forget at different rates, as established by Ebbinghaus. This means that when you do a whole class retrieval task, some pupils will have totally forgotten and will essentially be relearning as they have nothing to retrieve. Some other pupils will be at the optimum point of reminding, and some others will already have strong recall of the facts and don't really need the practice at this time. Spark manages this situation by allowing you to create courses out of the key knowledge in your curriculum. Children then regularly take part in low-stakes quizzes and games in order to practice retrieving the knowledge. Over time, Spark learns what they know and don't know and starts to predict how soon they will forget each individual fact. Facts will then be repeated at the optimum time to interrupt forgetting for each individual. To use Spark, schools firstly need to log in and set up their school admin and upload users and teachers. Teachers then log in, set up groups of pupils and packs of quiz cards. Quiz card packs are created from content within Spark, and teachers can also create their own to supplement our content so the quiz best reflects their school's curriculum. Teachers then assign the knowledge quiz or quizzes to the relevant pupil groups, and pupils start quizzing. When teachers log in, they'll be taken to their dashboard. This example shows quizzes that the teacher has assigned to themselves, so they can check that they are happy with them, and also so they can go through them with the whole class. It shows various student groups that have been created by the teacher. And finally, at the bottom, you see quiz packs that have been put together by the teacher for their groups. To create student groups, teachers simply log in to the Group Creator tool. They search for pupils from the school on the left-hand side and add them to the new group on the right-hand side. They give it a name and save it. Within Spark, students can be in more than one group. And in this example, we've created Lion Group, which you can see on the dashboard. To create packs of quiz cards, teachers log into their dashboard and then open the card management window. Using the search fields at the top, teachers can search for content that exists in Spark. This will appear on the left. They can then add what they want from this content into their pack in the right-hand window. If at any time they want to look at the detailed content of each question, Spark will show you with just one simple click on the question in the left-hand window. Teachers can also opt to create their own questions with 4 different formats to choose from: simple, multiple choice, cycle, or sequence. They can also add pictures to each question to be the focus of the actual question or simply to decorate the question. Once they're happy with the pack, they can save it to their dashboard. In this example, we created a Romans quiz pack. As mentioned earlier, once teachers have created packs of questions, they can click on the pack menu and choose who to assign the work to. They can even assign it to themselves so they can try it out before they assign it to their pupils. To carry out their space retrieval practice, pupils simply log in at scintilla.ai on any device with a Chrome or Safari browser. They will then see all the quizzes they've been assigned, each with ongoing reports visible on the front of the pack, showing the amount of cards in the pack, the amount of questions they have answered, and the number of facts within the pack that Spark thinks they remember at this point in time. Pupils then choose which pack they want to revise by either clicking on a quiz or game. If they click on the quiz practice button, they will then be able to answer as many questions as they like. They return to their dashboard when they've had enough practice. If they answer questions incorrectly, Spark will show them the correct answer and will then ensure that these are revisited more often. Sometimes this will be just after the next 2 or 3 questions, or it may be a few days later, depending on where Spark thinks they are on the forgetting curve. Another option within Spark is to navigate your quiz questions by wandering through levels of a simple maze game. Answering questions open doors, collecting gold coins, and planting flowers along the way. The game is designed so it doesn't become a distraction by dominating the senses. It is a calm alternative that allows you to interact with Spark that we have tried to keep as simple as possible. Teachers will be able to monitor pupils' progress through various reports showing how much time they've spent revising, how much of each pack they remember, and predictions of future recall. Using Spark will mean that when your class revisit a common strand within your curriculum, they should still remember a large part of their previous learning, allowing them to successfully contribute to revision lessons at the start of the new topic. As their key knowledge is more securely stored in their long-term memory and more easily accessible, children should have more working memory for the higher order tasks within the unit of work ahead. So, overall, Spark is a simple, uncluttered concept that unashamedly allows the knowledge to be front and centre of every page. We don't sugarcoat the learning. We simply offer pupils a straightforward way of taking their learning with them so that they build deep understanding and memories for life. Thank you for taking the time to watch this demo video. If you've got any more questions or want some more information, please contact us.